The more you listen to your intuition or the voice of the divine, the quicker you ascend, the quicker your life comes together, the quicker you heal, and the quicker things in your reality begin to transform and change. When the divine is telling you to cut people off, when the divine is telling you to no longer partake in certain things, when the divine is showing you that certain people around you do not have the best for you in mind, believe it, right? A lot of the times it's your own fear and insecurity that is keeping you connected to people that are draining you, that are taking from you, that are devaluing you, and that are trying to have you be submissive and complacent to them, because they know that if you wake up to the truth of that which you are, you would skyrocket to the top. You would go to the position in which you were born to have. They don't want you to wake up. They don't want you to excel and grow. That's why there's such things as the crabs in the barrel mentality. But what people don't understand, what's nefarious about this, it'll be people in your own family, right? If you are a black sheep and someone who has a lot of ancestral karma to cleanse, and it showcases that within your chart, understand that your opposition is not going to come from outside of your family. It's going to come from mainly within, because in their minds, who are you to do what they could not do? Who are you to stand in your authority? Who are you to break generational curses? Who are you to change the trajectory of your family? Because of their own weakness, because of their own shortcomings, because of their own inability to step into themselves and to step into their authority, they go out of their way to try to destroy you, to try to stop you, to try to defame you, to try to throw dirt on your name, right? And they're going to do it through multiple means. It might be spiritually, psychologically, physically, whatever they have to do in order to keep you from doing what you've been divinely called to do. Even though it is for their benefit, they're going to do it. Remember, Joseph was betrayed by his own brothers. Even though Joseph had showed them a vision, told them his vision. That's why it's so super important not to share your visions, not to share what the divine has shown you with everyone, right? And really with anyone, right? Until you're in alignment, truly in alignment with your soul tribe, or in alignment with your divine counterpart, hush. Nobody needs to know what the divine has in store for you. Nobody needs to know what visions you have. Nobody needs to know any of that. Because when people hear that in your face, they might clap their hands and be happy, but behind your back, they're over there. That's what we say in Lingala. They're talking trash about you. Oh, who does she think she is? That she's gonna come here and try to change this family. That she thinks she's who? She thinks she's this. She thinks she's that. Your own blood. Now imagine also people who call themselves your friends, partners. People don't want it to be you. They don't want it to be you, but they know it is you. They know, right? That's why they bank on you being insecure. That's why they bank on you staying in the same cycles. That's why they bank on you not learning. That's why they bank on you being a people pleaser. And so when you start to change, when you start to shift, and when you start to be more and more obedient, they get scared and they'll go out of their way to try and block you, try to harvest your energy, try to slow you down. That's why they don't like when you're on point. Like I said in my earlier video, they don't like when you're on point, right? They don't like when you start changing. They don't like when you're more organized. They don't like when you're taking care of yourself more. They don't like when you're on your P's and Q's. They don't like that, because that means you're elevating. That means you're growing. That means the person that they painted you out to be towards others and position themselves over you. Oh, she's just this, she's that, she's that. Yeah, that's not in alignment with who you really are. So not only does that make them look like a liar, it also shows that they're a hater, and they've been a hater this whole time. They don't want you to actualize yourself, so they're going to go out of their way. So that's why when the divine tells you to cut them off, you're obedient and you listen, because every single thing that the divine is telling you to do is to help you return back to your original self, to the person that it has created you to be, right? It's to return back your energy, because a lot of these people are harvesting off of you, to return your sovereignty, to awaken your authority, and to clarify your mind and remove all the distortions and fragmentations that have been happening and occurring within your reality, because a lot of these people are narcissists. And narcissists, what the number one thing narcissists love to do, they love to distort your reality. They love to distort the truth so that you don't believe in yourself, so that you become confused. Right? We call it gaslighting, and I call it creating distortions. And so when you start to clarify that, when the divine starts to clarify that with you, initially it might just be it saying, cut that person off. Stop talking to that person. Stop texting that person. Break up with him. And you are going to, a lot of people, you try to fight it at first, and then you start to see why later. So many of you have stories of, oh, my intuition was telling me to do this and I didn't listen, and this XYZ horrible thing happened. XYZ horrible situation happened. This person did that, this the third. We see it in the news. We see it all around us. And this is not about victim blaming. This is about us understanding why it's imperative and it's important for us to stop doubting ourselves and stop doubting our intuition, and how this world and how certain people try their freaking best to make you doubt yourself, so that you're misguided, so that you stay in these poor situations, so that you don't elevate and your life does not improve. That's why it's important to be surrounded by people who genuinely have done the inner work, who genuinely want the best for you, who genuinely understand you, who genuinely love you. And initially, when you're doing these, once you do this cutoff and this cleanse, it's going to be a while. That's why I offer care calls. That's why I offer counseling, so that you can be around someone who genuinely wants the best for you. Someone who is in alignment with source and in alignment with themselves, that can show you and direct you with love and guidance, or simply just hold space for you, right? I don't give my energy to vampires. I don't give my energy to losers and weirdos. I don't have energy from people from my past, because these people have shown me who they are. They've shown me their character. They've shown me that they're in competition with me. They've shown me their jealousy. They've shown me their scorn. They've set me up for humiliation rituals. They've tried to destroy my name. They've gossiped about me, when all I've done is love and support them. Right? I cut them off and I elevated consciously. I elevated spiritually. I elevated monetarily. And I keep elevating, because I have been obedient to the voice of the divine. And if you need help clearing, those blockages within yourself, so that you can hear that voice clearer, the voice of your intuition, the divine's voice, I am here to help you do that through counseling. My link is in bio. Hit me up for counseling. Hit up my email. Just send me a brief email and we can connect. And if you're interested in my care calls, you can book a session. All information is in bio. Okay. Obedience helps you get into alignment. Obedience clarifies your life. Obedience speeds up your healing and your ascension. Right? That's why they don't want you to believe in yourself. That's why they don't want you to listen to your inner voice. That's why they try to distort your reality. Right? So you don't trust yourself. And so that you are lost and misguided. And you don't stand in your power. You never actualize your potential. But I'm here to help change that. Hit me up.